Hey, welcome back. Or really forward. We've got 115.1 came out today, which I gather is really just performance updates, so I don't think there's anything too important to expect. Um, Also, and then you went to sleep,
Yes, I did.
which is why when you came back in the game you fell in the water, which I'll explain more in a sec. Let me get over here. Without you, because you were asleep, I went ahead and finished ripping off the ceiling on this thing. This is what there is now. There's no monster fish down there. It's too low for them. Too low for them to spawn. So what we have is basically those are the iron guys in various states of beat upness that landed on the thing. Well, okay, there was a monument there. Landed on it, wandered off to the side, started getting in fights with slimes. Oh, incidentally, apparently creepers do blow up for whatever reason because I've had to patch like a dozen bits of, the glass wall. Those guys, I guess, landed on the monument but couldn't make it because we'd already taken out, or someone had. It's just that couple dozen. And those are all since I got since they've just been landing straight in the water. And then you were standing on there when you were standing on the monument when you went away, so your character was still it just suddenly appeared in the air and smashed down into the wall. That's fine, it doesn't hurt anything. But so monument's technically gone. We have this to deal with, and we're gonna have to. I have a solution for that. I mean, it's not difficult. Could just use sponges. Yeah, I had to sponge out a couple last rooms as I was clearing it after you wanted it. We ultimately had to sponge out all the rooms, but is it here? No. No, it's probably there actually. Uh, 2 stacks and 8.
Oh,
We had 2 stacks and
26.
26. I mean, we lost 18. That's like less than 10%. That's not bad. We did pretty well. Actually, it's not less than 1. It's not less than 10%. Like 12 would be less than 10%. It doesn't matter. Sponges would come in handy. I think what I really want to do with the water here is just freeze it. Um, just we have this, so as far as the iron guys, I just don't care about them. I mean, what do you think? There's 100 down there
Maybe, yeah.
at an average of 4 iron ingots each. I mean, that's 400. Call it 384. That's 6 stacks of iron, which is just negligible relative to what we're going to end up with. So I don't care about them. If we get iron as we do this, whatever. But I don't give a damn. Got 10 on me, which is more than 1% of what we'd get from them. So I say we just throw lava on the side of this, let it start plummeting. There's nothing it can really hurt apart from us if we happen to be down there when it's still around.
What's burning?
Oh, that. Apparently they catch on fire. Who knew? So I guess don't do it right there, but yeah, the point is that we can just lean over the side and that'll also burn if we let it, but it'll probably not burn all the way up, and we can prevent things. Oh damn! Oh, because I'm crouching. What? Oh, I just did burn. Give me that right now. It's apparently the fire spreads more than I expected. Stop! I can't see.
I'll go save the village.
Well, it makes a difference when I can't see. What now? Am I still on? Who's on fire?
I'm on fire.
Oh, that's fun. Well, anyway, that gives us a starting point. I mean, we have a couple of, like that little island of gravel in there, and we can just drop down. In fact, we're gonna... What the hell was that?
I don't know what.
I don't know. Something smacked like I hit the ground, but I didn't. I landed in the water. Doesn't really matter. Oh, I forgot something relatively important. I haven't been using this as my pickaxe. I've had it all along. Well, I've had it for a while. Wasn't using that for anything. I bought stone pickaxes to start opening up tool guys. Kicked up to like 2 or 3 for iron pickaxes. I think it was 3. Used those up. And then got diamond ones, which that's what you got.
Yeah.
At some point I started, I got one of these up to 4, but then I added it to mine, so I have 5 on efficiency. This one's almost used up, but it's efficiency 3. If you want, I'll just do it for you. Hang on. If you want to talk to tool guy for a sec, is one thing. Let me find the tool guy who's likely to have this. I don't know. I think he's one of these guys.
I still have a little bit of an efficiency 2 left.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Oh.
I wish you'd said that just half a second sooner.
Sorry.
It's fine. That's that. What do I have left for money? Less than I would have if you'd said that half a second sooner. That, and there's a librarian who has like Unbreaking 1 for $5, which means for $20 you've got 3. I'm just going to put these in here for you. If you want to mix the 2 and 2 to get a 3, mix it with the 3, you'll get a 4. And take... Let me think about that. I'll just... You know what, that can go there. I'll just go do this if it's easier than...
Okay.
If I do it, it's about... It's not as easy as explaining it, but it's more... I won't get it wrong. Find probably you. No, not you, but I could use a couple of these. And, move that, give me that. Set these down, I'm not going to use them for anything, I'm just going to get the books out of them. Which, we could also make books. Oh, that's the other thing, an Enderman. What?
The anvil broke.
Okay, an Enderman, destroyed that there, you can just see it, the factor, the sugarcane thing. No, you're wrong, look out. Oh, he has Unbreaking. That costs more though. I can get Unbreaking 3 for way less than 2 of those. Oh, way less. Give me 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we need an anvil apparently.
Yep.
Let me go put the money away and we'll figure out anvil stuff. I don't know if we do have iron for that. We have to actually kill a few iron guys for this real quick. I have 10 and we need 31, and I don't think we have any just still back there. Because I emptied out the thing.
Yeah.
Well, okay, we can do that. I mean, it might get us in something like trouble, but figure a lot of these guys are already half dead. I don't know where you are or what you're doing.
I was over here where the anvil was, and now I'm coming back over.
I would guess if I'm doing this and you go down there and I don't shoot you, it's possible you can pick up the iron. Because they won't mad at... I'm not sure they're mad at me. I might be too far away for them to understand what's happening. That guy really isn't dying right away, is he? Okay. He looks beat up. But yeah, these guys are... On average, they're good for 4 ingots. So if we just actually killed them all, it probably wouldn't be worth the effort of killing them all. Particularly relative to how much we're going to get when the fish start killing them for us. Which itself will need iron too. So I guess maybe we could talk about it. We can get we can get iron on the map though. I'll aim for way over there and let you go in and get some stuff. Let me know when you have like 21 ingots.
Okay.
I assume they don't care about you.
Not yet.
I'm really not hitting the guy I was aiming at, but now I've got someone who's going to die soon, so... There's that... There were 3 in that one I wasn't even looking at. There's one of the ones I was aiming at. I guess I could figure that each is guaranteed to be at least 3 ingots, so if I kill 7, you've got it. What'd you get?
I have no idea.
Well, this is why you find out.
Still working on it.
Yeah. You've got this inventory thing?
Yeah,
that would
okay.
show-
I've got 30. I guess I had
Okay.
some in my
That's what I
pocket.
wanted to know. So with one more, we can make an anvil. You know how to do that, right?
Yeah.
In fact, you know what? That doesn't really have a reason to be where it is. We could probably put the anvil closer to the village because 90% of the stuff we're going to be anviling onto anything is going to come from the... Why am I lagging? I shut down Chrome. What else do you want from me? This is supposed to be like an improvement to something. Go over here with this. And we'll just put this... Oh, does that suck? Okay. Put that there. Please don't not work. Thanks. No, bad. I don't know why I'm not using my axe. I could. Set this here, and then, yeah, an anvil is just make 3 blocks. Oh, you need one of these, don't you? Did that show up anywhere near you? Okay. Did I get it?
I think you got it.
Once you have 3 blocks, the other 4 will just combine to finish off the... I can't make one, so I can't... Well, I could do this.
Ah, there it is. Okay.
Yeah. Like that. And then just put it, like, right here. Yeah. And run away. If you just take 2 unbreaking ones, mix into 2, mix into 2, mix into 3, throw 3 at you because you probably have the experience. I think you'll probably need 7 maybe.
Okay.
Seems to be about common.
Okay, so combine the 3.
Yeah, how much does it take?
Into the 3.
Okay. What?
Uh,
Oh, the 3 on the...
yeah.
No, it's not relevant what you have already. It's just you're adding... You have no unbreaking on that, I'm sure of it.
No.
How many points does it want?
7.
Mm-hmm.
But I haven't done the other thing yet, so.
The other thing?
You told me to combine the first 2.
Oh, I
and
see.
then-
Yeah, I guess I forgot that hadn't done that. It's fine. Put those away. Put these in here so we have something to work with. Go to sleep, apparently. Those beds are still down there, aren't they?
Probably.
Okay. Yeah, if we've improved performance, I'm not too impressed yet. It seems to still be a bit hitchy. Probably just always will be. What? Oh, I took down that mushroom because things were spawning on top of it, which I knew was going to happen. I just didn't think about it. But it happened, so I stopped it, and now it doesn't happen. A story by me. Alright, so anyway, now you've got, you don't have mending on that. You could have mending for whatever the hell mending costs. There's a guy who has it. We have 27 emeralds. We can give him food for more. We have farms. If you want to put mending on it, you can, although I guess arguably you could also put that off until... What the hell is that?
I don't know what. Oh.
There, now we have food. And we can just go down there and... this is awkward. Are they mad at me now? Or do they know it was what happened? It was just death from above? Do they have any idea who it was?
No idea.
Oh, I know. That's what I'm asking. Is somewhat rhetorical. I'm going to go get an answer. They don't really seem to care about me. Alright, I got away with it. Cool. So, we can get up here, perhaps. And, we have that to build off. Please don't go in the damn water right now. Yeah, well, I mean, it could. Just go over here. And just, obviously this is only getting the top layer of water, and there's a few layers, but it's... The problem is in places here, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 deep.
Yeah.
Sponges aren't going to be all that useful. Yeah, just leave that there. Do you have a bucket of lava still?
I do not.
Okay. Do you have a bucket?
I have a bucket of water.
You can empty it out and pick up the lava if you want. Don't empty it out on the lava.
No.
We do have surplus lava, which unfortunately isn't anywhere near me right now. Some of it seems like I put a few actual buckets away somewhere. But I got buckets of lava, dumped them out on the water in the beginning before we ever even, that's how we got the ceiling on that thing. And then went back down and got more buckets. There we go. Or more bucketfuls with the same buckets. So we have more lava than buckets, I think, technically overall. But if you have a few of them, at least a couple, you can set one down, wander away while it begins to spread, because the more it spreads, the more good it does. It goes out like 3 or 4 meters, and you know, as a radius, so it kind of makes something of a circle. Really a semicircle, ultimately, because half of what it's going to be hitting is already rock. But yeah, if we get up here, we can just, well, there it is. Throw that on the ground. You've got that to play with. I can. That looks like a spot for lava. Throw that down, go over here, grab the first one now that it's essentially done. Try not to catch on fire there, I guess. If it goes over the side, it's probably okay, as long as we have a way of picking it back. Okay. Picking it back up without getting too burnt, I guess. And then this is another good way to make lag happen. But it's what we have. It doesn't matter if those guys burn or get trapped or whatever. I don't care about them. I never will. Ultimately, they're gonna get that. They're gonna get killed in one way or another. Eventually, we might have to kill them just to get them out of our damned way. As we get this, well, as it gets dried out, we get the whole top level, and we just pick it up. We just hit it with pickaxes of pretty much any composition. If you want to use diamond, you can. I guess I will, because I can grow. Mending stuff. Especially pickaxes, we have a couple of means of really rebuilding them quickly. One is just go into the nether and hit quartz, which does it pretty fast. And the other is just simple trading. Have it focused when you unload food on villagers, and it'll... If you're not mending something, starting from 0, you can hit 10 or 12 experience just unloading an inventory full of food. So it'll build these things up pretty quick. The lava just keeps moving more and more away from me. Are you just picking it up and running with it?
No.
I don't see.
I'm only working with
I had like 3 or 4 at some point, and they're all just missing. Oh, that was really stupid. I need that. No, they're beginning to die for whatever reason. I guess they're close enough to the surface that it's... Oh, they're... yeah, it's like 3 deep there, so their heads are... Well, cool. So that actually will probably get us iron. Because they'll die, and the iron will get trapped beneath this, and... you know, provided that it has a way to get to the surface, float up, and not just hit the bottom of the rock, we should end up with it. Let me put this somewhere practical. Again, you can go over the side. And then here's a trick. If you see like this, put a torch right there. Put a torch right there. Now the only source is right there. And now there's no source at all. So. It's really just about shape. You see a single one, you can just do that. That would be a little awkward because there's too many source blocks. It would just replace the water. Like this one's easy. It's not really required, but it's an option if you have torches anyway. Of course, it's a good way to lose all your torches because you don't really get them back. But it is a way to... I can just get that. It is a way to... Or you can not even use torches, but pick up water. Put it there. Pick it all up, and it's now gone now. Which I guess is a little less wasteful, and then put it down somewhere that you're not going to be able to do that anyway. Yeah, I don't think there's any practical way to get a shape. This one is a little awkward, but it can be done. All gone. And then, yeah, just remember to get rid of the water before you try to pick up lava, or else you're going to be picking up obsidian for the next however long it takes to grab it. Okay, lava goes, say, here. So yeah, if you see little things, don't bother hitting these with lava. We can just do something less lava-tastic for it. Like water. You just double right-click it to put the water down first, and then pick it all back up. Water. And and that also there. Now if there's lava, it just goes down a level, which is kind of where we're aiming with this anyway, so that works. And then, however, slowly this, I mean, you know, again, we could use sponges. The shape isn't terrible for, well, with all this cover on it, it's a little different now, but we could, like over here, if I can get over here somehow. A lot of this could be sponged, I guess. It's just, when you get into one of these wider expanses, and it's really deep, like over, this would be a nightmare, the center of this, we'd hate using sponges because there's nowhere on the surface to put a sponge, and if you put a sponge on the floor down there, it's obviously down like 5 or 6 meters. It's not going to get the it'll just snap back in and become a source, and you just wasted a sponge. There is the option of adding, like, anything, gravel, doesn't matter. Make little pillars that you can put the sponge against, and then you can put it at the surface, and it begins to help, but yeah, it's almost just easier just to use lava. It really is. Get lava to get most of this, and I can get the last couple with the bucket if I want. I think that's the whole spread. So like water, which I have to put away now. Lava. Oh, iron. I was right. Put that there and start doing stuff. And yeah, at some point the water thing is just becomes a matter of finding a place to set it down that doesn't become a long-term problem. But you know, I can go there if I want to start building down. It should actually leak over to the third one. But it's not going to. You can also put it directly in, you just want to be a little careful with that. Because if you get it somehow down too far, it'll be obsidian, and that's not helpful to anyone. Although we do have lots and lots of lava. We have some just downstairs. We have the nether is full of lava. So we can get more. It's just you still have to go get it, which is kind of a hassle.
Downtime.
Pretty much, yeah. Give me that. What's this about? Okay. Set that down, get that out of there, put it somewhere. And yeah, it's just really this for like probably a couple hours. And then once this is all, or even now, you know, one of us could do this and the other could smack at it with pickaxes, but especially if we manage to lava the corners, meaning, oh, that's going to do more than I expected. Anywhere that's obviously going to be just forever a source block if we don't do something about it, you want to hit with lava, be optimal. And then it can never truly fill back in after that. It'll, you can get big puddles of stuff, but it'll never quite be just a vast collection of source blocks. Yeah, my focus really is I want to make sure that we lava over this whole area where it's really deep, like over to there. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 blocks of water deep. There's no sponging that practically. You can put sponges against that because it's kind of a, you know, a surface on this plane, which makes a difference. But it's still going to be just forever. The water is constantly going to be trying to come back in. I can't reach that. I think it might be nighttime.
No.
Oh, I have a clock. You'd think I'd know these things. It's almost nighttime, not quite. And yeah, I guess as I'm gonna find some lava while I say this. As we get this, you can watch for this sort of thing, particularly where he's right there.
Mm-hmm.
If I put this in here, it's going to create a block. Down one. He moved. If he hadn't moved, it would have killed him, and then the iron would exist somewhere. To some degree, you're going to watch for it. We can probably swim around in here and watch for any goodies that we're getting. But it's pretty cramped, and then you have to be sure you know how to surface, because otherwise you're going to drown. I don't really see anything that they've been killed enough to give us. Yeah, down here is really, really deep. I would almost say, yeah, throw some gravel here to give us a basis for putting lava down. Oh yeah, they're going to be dropping out of the sky while we're here.
I noticed.
Well, that's what they do. We have, well, I can tell you, we have 39 villagers, maybe, out of about 200 that we will have. Just because we haven't really done too much about building up the numbers. We don't have more workstations yet. That seaweed is growing, whatever it is. Not seaweed.
Vines?
Ivy, yeah. So that'll be useful, even though it caught on fire once. So yeah, I mean, however boringly, that's just how this is going to be. We're going to try to mostly build a surface. If we took all this out right now, especially if we make sure there's no water lurking right there, if it's at least down 1 meter, it won't. We won't have a source on the surface anymore. Because if we tore this out and that was still there, it could probably technically snap itself into a big whole thing that we don't want to have to do it. What? Leave me alone. I don't care. Why do you think I'd care? What? I don't... Leave me alone. Unbelievable. I'm busy. Just leave the people mailing stuff to me. I assume that, or it's like worse, and someone wants to talk to me. It's like, no, leave me alone. I don't want to talk to you. Not interested. Trust me, nothing about you could possibly be interesting. There's nothing you could tell me that's fascinating in any sense. That is awkward. No, I can't do that. Well, I mean, I could do that, but it wouldn't help much. Yeah, I sort of did it. I don't know, we are getting close to out of time, and apparently there's someone waiting for me at the front door because they're important. But...
I think it's probably for me.
Yeah, it really could be. People like you more. That's water, so we can make, we can seal that off. And then set this down to keep going. Yeah, it's just... It's more tedium, really. Just constant doing this until it's gone and you don't have to do it. We're going to have to go to sleep. Let me...
Oh, I'm on fire.
Cool. Well, we have water.
For now.
Give me that. Yeah, for now. Let's leave that, head up to the... Well, we got beds down here, actually, but... That was actually a bit awkward, because if I did get killed, I would respawn right, and I couldn't go to sleep at night because there were too many monsters just on these beds down here. I brought them in from home, the actual spawn, looking into the desert. But, yeah, if I got killed, I'd respawn on the bed and just instantly there was a monster shooting at me or whatever it took. Are you coming up?
Yep.
Okay. Alright, we'll go, take a nap get out of here, find out what's at the front door. Probably dropship stuff. And so I mean, so far that's, you know, also my impressions of 1.15.1 is if it's a performance update, it just doesn't seem all that more performing to me yet. I don't know. It was something about like different types of like gravel and rocks and water and stuff, but that's kind of what we have here, and it's just not evidently changing a lot for me. So anyway, we're out of time. So four bits of iron out of something doing this. We'll get out of here, and yeah, just see you next time, which should still be a 1.15.1 unless they find something else to patch. But, all right, see you then. Bye.